This is Unit 4 review for Algebra 1 for Chapter 7. We're going to do problems number 7 and 8. They ask you to solve these by substitution. So when I take a look at this, I always try to find an x or a y that doesn't have anything in front of it that has a coefficient of 1. I don't have that here. So the best ones I can solve for would be in the second one, either the x or the y. It doesn't really matter which one I solve for. I'll just solve for the y. So to do that, I'm going to bring the x over to the right side by lassoing it, pulling it over. So when I do so, that's going to give me negative y equals now positive x. When you change sides, you have to change signs, and still that plus 5. I'm going to divide through by negative 1, or remember what I've said, if you ever want to switch this to be a positive, that's fine. You just have to switch all the other signs down the line as well. So negative x minus 5. This is what I've always called as our helper equation. I'm going to take this negative x minus 5, which is equal to y over here, and I'm going to substitute that into the first equation, 4y. So negative 4x plus 7 times by, now I'm going to replace that y with the negative x minus 5, and that's still equal to negative 2. Distribute the 7 through the parentheses, this is negative 4x minus 7x minus 35 equals the negative 2. If you remember, when we combine like terms here, I always draw this line down. The negative 4 and the negative 7 are on the same side. So that just becomes negative 11x minus 35 equals negative 2. We're going to get rid of this 35 by adding the 35 to the right side. When I do so, it cancels, and then I'm left with negative 11x is equal to 33. Divide now by that negative 11, and I get x is equal to negative 3. That's half of my answer. Remember, we want to find out the point where they intersect. Where are these two going to have an x and a y value that are going to allow it to be true for both equations? So I need to solve for the y. I take this piece, which is half my answer, plug it in here. So it's y equals negative. Be careful. The x is negative, so it's a negative 3 minus 5. So y equals 3 minus 5, which means y is equal to negative 2. That's the other half of my answer. So putting it all together as a point is negative 3, negative 2. Number 8, 7x plus 4y equals 5, x minus 6y equals negative 19. For this one, I'm going to solve the second one for x. So I'm going to pull this negative 6y over. X equals 6y minus 19. Again, you want to solve for the one that has a 1 in front of it, just makes it easier. This is, again, my helper equation. I'm going to take that 6y minus 19. It's equal to x, so I'm going to plug it into the first equation for that x. This becomes 7 times by 6y minus 19 plus 4y is equal to 5. So when I do this again, notice that I'm having that 6y minus 19 in parentheses. And I'm doing that because now I need to take the 7 and distribute it through. So 6 times that 7 is going to give me a 42y. 7 times negative 19 is a minus 133. Plus 4y is equal to 5. When I combine together, again, just like last time here, on the left side here, the 42 plus the 4y gives me 46y. Minus 133 is equal to 5. Add the 133 to both sides. I have 46y now is equal to 138. Divide by 46. And you should get y is equal to 3. Take that 3, plug it into the helper equation to solve for x. So 6 times by 3 minus 19, 18 minus 19, x here is going to end up equaling negative 1. So negative 1 comma 3 is our answer for number 8.